Hi folks, welcome back to the Amazing Education Station, where it's about the information you need to know. It's not about the video, because yeah, the video is going to be really boring, but the information is going to be so good for you. You should subscribe. It's going to help you financially, with your health, your wealth, your happiness. If people follow the advice on my station or the channel, you know, you can like, thumbs up, and subscribe, and click on the Amazing Education words, and you can see all my videos. You can share them and even suggest questions that you would have that I could answer for you. So I'm a master educator, not a financial advisor, not a doctor or a lawyer, with over 25 years of education under my belt, including 17 years teaching. So it's going to help you, believe me, unless you're smarter than me. So then you don't need to watch these videos. In fact, you've already stopped watching. And as I said, it's about listening. The video is never that amazing, but the information is so beneficial. So on your way to financial security and independence, I've been making a series of videos promoting why you should own a rental property. Even you can make money from your home. If you don't think that's possible, consider renting part of the house or the entire house when you move. You can downsize. You could rent just a room or an apartment or something smaller and have it paid for completely by renting out your entire home if you own it. This part is, maybe number 5 of how to catch lying let's say incompatible applicants who want to rent your property. So when it comes to the application process, I would say there are 3 parts. First, gathering simple information just so that you know who is going to view the showing or come for a tour. You might do a video tour, however you do it, but you need to gather a little bit of information just so you know who they are. And if they're coming in person, you could even say, just bring a photo ID, just so I know who you are. This is a time of COVID, 2022. And so watch the other videos for the details on that. But part 2 is doing a financial and criminal background check, whatever records. I recommend using the TransUnion or Experian Smart Move system. I don't know who runs it. It's just wonderful. It's Smart Move. It's super helpful, useful, provides you with tons of information. So let's say you've gathered that, and then you want to find out, are they actually good? Even if they have money and don't have a terrible criminal record, which would make renting to them difficult or impossible, you want to get their references and their past rental owners and contact them. And I've made other videos about questions you might ask there. But here's an interesting little tidbit. If they hesitate at that point, it means there's a conflict maybe that they haven't told you about. So why don't they want to provide the information of where they live right now? If the person was sort of a difficult owner and they're renting from them, they would have told you very likely in the initial discussion of why they were going to move, how long they would stay at your place, and what their plans were about when they wanted to move. If they want to move very quickly, and the reason why they're moving is they could say, well, crazy landlord or crazy owner of my rental house is driving me nuts. Well, that's a red flag, and you have to maybe dig deeper, and you need to contact them for sure. But if, as I said, if they hesitate to provide that information, then maybe the troublemaker is not the owner of where they rent. It could be them. That's right. So maybe they didn't care for the property. Maybe they had conflicts with neighbors. Maybe, it's just unknown. Could be breaking the lease or doing illegal activities. You just have no idea. And so you need to find that out. How do I know? Well, because I didn't do it in the past, and then I had renters who did have conflicts with my neighbors of the rental property. Yes, that's right. So making my neighbors sad and angry from noise violations and federally prohibited but locally accepted, let's just say smells, smelling. I won't say what substance, but yeah, so you can just imagine some illegal substances. So you have to look out for these things. Consider that even a very highly intelligent, mature person, they could have some quirk or something, maybe pets, or who knows, you just don't know. One of the family members that visits or their friends that just could be a problem. And so, maybe secret smokers. I've got other videos about that, how to catch smokers. It's not easy, and it's maybe hard to do 100%, and so that's another thing. So, but my main point is, look at how quickly they get back the information to you. If there's some kind of unusual delay, I've had an example of somebody who seemed very qualified but wouldn't answer questions directly. They would answer the questions that they wanted to answer, and then when it came time to give me the referrals, like either friends or acquaintances or neighbors or the landlords, then suddenly I got a long explanation and questioning, like, oh, what exact information do you want? Oh, do you want it right away? And so on and so forth. They wasted so much time when they could have just offered some information and said, is that enough? And so that's something. It's not a red flag, but that's a yellow flag. Maybe somebody who's really picky and not really on top of everything. And so then the question to ask their landlords or the owners of their rentals and their personal references is, how is communicating with this person going to be? That's a good question. What is it going to be like communicating with them? Is it going to be easy, difficult? Are they okay? And you got to consider somebody's mental state. It's very complicated. You have to have tough skin and put up with a lot if you want to have a rental, because there's some reason why these people don't own property, right? Like, why aren't they owners when it's so much better? Why are they renting? And there can be financial reasons, but there could be other reasons. So if you're a renter, you probably do it because it might save you a lot of hassle. You could be busy, and I do recommend, even if you get that high net worth and you're in the millionaire group